Two of my best friends are women.
Because you're probably gay. Oh my God, I can't say that.
I just celebrated my 3 years with my primary partner.
Primary?
Celebrated my 3 years with my primary partner.
Primary?
As well as my 2-year anniversary with my secondary partner.
Secondary? This guy has a fucking girlfriend weapon class. What you mean? Fucking primary and secondary. Bro, we gotta give him a round of applause. I thought wrong of you, buddy. Yo, whoa. We got, let me slide my ass. Pause. Can men and women be just friends? Spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Jubilee doing something a little different. They doing spectrums. They're gonna explain it to you, so I'm not gonna really explain it too much. Cause guess what? They do not pay me for it. But they usually just go in the middle. You agree, disagree. They ask you questions. It's people, women and females. I mean, men and you feel me? Fuck you.
But if she stole my money,
sorry, I was talking to him because he's cursing. All right, let's get into it though. Oh,
Men
okay.
and women cannot just be friends. 3.
Hell no. Unless they've been friends since they was young. But if they just met and they older, they not just being friends. And guess what, buddy? You're not fooling nobody. Because guess what? I say this to everybody. If I'm talking about female, right? If you're a female, right? And you have a guy friend, you know what I'm saying? If you were to ask them, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You trying to, yeah, that boy going 130 on the highway. What are we talking about? You ask a guy that, if you mean a guy friend, what are they gonna say? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
He's still deciding, but I'll go ahead. There's always this underlying current to a man and a woman when they're just friends, because there's this sexual attraction, this energy that you can't even see it.
Look who's the one. Look how she looks. The person that looks like this, they strongly agree.
It's always flowing. And men, as you know, you guys are conquerors. You want a conquest. You want to, even if it's a friend, sometimes that develops into more simply because law of familiarity, you start getting close and comfortable, and maybe you weren't attracted to her initially, but that opposition of that sexual polarity always kicks in.
What if the man is like not attracted to women? Just like generally, do you think that's still?
I got it twisted.
Like
a gay man and
sexual orientation
and a woman being friends.
Well, I think that's different, perhaps because they're attracted to men. So in that moment, they have taken on the feminine energy.
So they only want to conquer the men, not the women.
Well, in that, there's always masculine and feminine energy, whether you're a man or woman. So if the man is gay and identifies as being
Dude,
attracted
this bitch
to
hurt
men,
my
then he's in
head,
the feminine
bro.
energy,
What?
mostly. Now, if there's 2 of them, there's one that's more masculine and more feminine, but that's for another.
2 of my best friends are women. We have
Because you're probably gay. Oh my God, I can't say that. Fuck.
great times together all the time. Not once have
But that's
I
why, though.
considered sleeping with them or anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
Because you're.
But that's the thing is though.
In
that's
their
why,
darkest
'cause-
hour, in your
you feel me?
darkest hour, come on.
Because.
Because you ignore it all.
Come on, look at him. Oh, he might not be.
This is like I said, I was never attracted to them.
A lot of relationships start like that today, even though I discourage it. They say, I'm not attracted to them, but it'll grow. And I'm always like, it can happen.
It can, but
But the odds of it, so I agree with you on that as well.
yeah, that's why I'm like, I do
1 to
understand
9.
and I get it, but I like 2 of my best friends are women, and not once. Everyone keeps saying like, oh, you're gonna do, and I'm like,
That doesn't matter though. It's like me saying, "Oh, I'm not racist. I have 2 black friends." What the fuck does that mean, bitch? What the fuck does? Yo, this prime got me cursing, bro. I don't. This is a new year. I'm not trying to be cursing, but you feel what I'm saying? This don't mean like what the fuck does that? Oh my God, bro. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, life is a
Pardon
long
my
time.
French.
are your friends attractive?
yes.
Like they look good.
But attractive is subjective.
But like this.
Motherfucker, you on their side? Why are you arguing with them?
Good, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you was just
You are-
lonely, like it's been a moment, you didn't want to beat it, you know what I mean? Or like, you know.
There's a special exemption. I'm non-monogamous, so I never have to worry about intimacy.
Well, that's why.
Wait, so you getting played. So you ain't worried about you, man.
He's like getting it, so he doesn't need it. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
What
if
is
you're
going
lonely,
on?
you
Sorry,
wasn't getting it,
I didn't mean to hit
and
you
your phone
guys.
was
Sorry.
stolen.
I guess that's a different situation. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm
Bro,
an
you
outlier.
belong over here, though.
Come to the dark side.
If he's
Okay,
not
okay,
attracted, if we're not attracted,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
like,
friends.
it's just friends.
As a straight, very monogamous man, I grew up
You're losing me as soon as you said that you're straight. You should not be able. You shouldn't tell me you're straight.
Mainly
You shouldn't
being
tell me.
friends with women. I felt more comfortable in those spaces. I felt more comfortable talking to women. I've never been like a bro, rah, 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 that type of thing. So I think men and women absolutely can be. I have friends that I've had since elementary school, middle school. We talk very often, and we talk about
That's
all these
different, though.
things,
That's
and
kids.
It has never affected
I agree with
that
that.
aspect of the
If
relationship.
you kids and you grew up with
because
them,
we're
then that's
men and
different.
women. We're just people, and people can be friends. It's not.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
So my perspective is from kind of a Christian worldview. I believe that God created man and woman to come together.
Does he have a
in
lip?
love and attraction to be one.
Oh my God.
And so from that standpoint,
You don't got no top
I
lip.
believe that there is just a natural attraction. I have had some extremely close friends that were girls, and that attraction just developed because it wasn't just physical, but it was love. It was getting to see how they were around their family, around kids, what they do for work, what they do for school, developing that relationship. So from my perspective,
Yeah.
that attraction develops because I wasn't just looking at her from just, she's just a body. Yeah, she's just a piece of meat. You develop that emotional attraction.
Okay.
That's why I'm over here. Yes, joining this dark
Can you not?
side.
Amen.
Because I completely agree with you on that. From
Can
the
you
same
love-
Christian
Yes.
standpoint, 100%.
I don't know how long it took her.
Have you been sleeping all right?
What are we talking about? Don't give me no gummies. How are you gonna offer? You know how rude that is to offer me gummies? I haven't even watched your video. You're still talking. Okay.
3, 2, someone.
Nero for
Okay.
sponsoring this episode, and now let's get back to it.
I
I
would
would date
date
somebody
someone
I do
I
not.
do not find physically attractive. 3,
I feel like you got to in a degree. You have to.
Oh man. Wait, you wanna say something first?
It's cause he.
I do
'cause
it all
he's
the
fruity.
time because there's a lot you don't just from the physicalness. It's like sometimes there's some people that I learned just by not going in based off physical attraction. I end up being attracted to them just because of their personality, and looks can be deceiving. I could say the same on the opposite end, where I thought
This
someone was
this this
absolutely
dude is
attractive,
weird,
then I
bro.
got
The
to
other,
know
not
that
this
they
dude. He is
were the
weird,
worst
but
person I
the
could
other guy
possibly
that just
find.
moved over, he's
I
a
feel
weirdo.
Like you can definitely not be attracted to somebody initially, and then as you get to know
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I feel like at that point, like once I like someone's personality romantically, I probably.
Bro, am I on 2 times playback speed? Bro, I'm on normal playback speed. How's this bitch talking so fast?
Were the worst
Look how
person I
fast she's
could have
talking.
Possibly been on a date with.
I feel like you can definitely not be attracted to somebody initially, and then as you get to know
Yeah.
them.
Bro,
I feel like
I'm on
once I
regular
like
speed.
Someone's personality romantically, I probably also think they're attractive.
I would say
Holy
that,
shit!
it's not a reflection on your character, how weighted appearance versus personality might be. It differs from person to person. I think that we have our preferences, and I think that a certain element of physical attractiveness is fitness, health, hygiene, and that reflects on usually competence, responsibility, and dedication. But I do see it as important, although not the whole package by any means.
Right. It's
Yeah, it's
very
not the whole
first impression you
package.
get of
Like,
those
you're not gonna
people.
date somebody
It's
just
like
because they're physically attractive,
You
but
meet someone and you can't hear their voice the first thing most of the time. You just see them. And you're like, oh, that person's attractive. Or like, I don't see myself with that person because I don't find them attractive. And that's totally fine. Not everybody's attracted to everybody. But me personally, I would not be with someone I don't find attractive.
So I gotta give context here, right? If I'm meeting you in person and you don't look good, then I'm over there with y'all. But if I'm meeting you through a dating app and I get catfished, but you're kind of cool, then
you're off the dating app, then that's what the fuck you
if
doing,
I
buddy?
met a girl, they had nice pictures. But then when I seen her in person, she was a little bit bigger than I prefer, right? And there's nothing wrong with that,
Well,
right?
everyone can have nice pictures today.
Now, there's nothing wrong with being a bit bigger, but for preference sake, I wasn't really feeling it. But her personality is what got me. And then I started entertaining it. So, right, even though I got catfished, I actually considered, taking her seriously.
And I also date like.
Why are you moving your
sometimes I
hands, bro?
really
You're not a
try
fucking
just 'cause
trafficking
it's led to
sign.
Some great people I've got to meet along the way. I will date outside of my preferences just to see.
You're losing me, buddy.
You're not initially attracted to that person and have a strong sexual attraction.
Why is she
then
dressed
it's not
like that
gonna work
for
because
a
we know that
jubilee
relationships
video?
Get worse, not better. That's like, I don't know. I think it's a recipe for a disaster.
Cheating is the worst thing my partner could do to me.
Cheating is the worst thing. I don't think so. Nah.
3, 2, 1.
Actually, I'll give you a little story time. This is a long video. So, my thing, right? My biggest fear in the whole world, you know, is people that are afraid of clowns, the little holes in your body. You know what I'm saying? People don't like seeing that. People are afraid of the ocean, spiders, bugs. But me, I'm afraid of child support. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I can't imagine me working for 40 hours every week and I'm giving 30% of my pay. And don't get me wrong, the people that are deadbeats, you know what I'm saying, then they should pay it. But like, if you're an actual good dad, you're paying child support, whatever, and you get put on child support, bro, just put me to jail, bro. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm paying 30% of my paycheck, and she's not letting. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing, but that my fear. It's my fear.
I feel like there's like probably worse things like in theory that a partner could do to their partner, but just because that's such an important.
I mean, she
aspect
can
for me,
kill
like, I feel like
my
my partner
parents. I
should
mean,
have
that's
someone who's
worse.
been very aware that
I'd
way.
rather her cheat
Like
on me than
something
kill my
I
parents.
actively would not do. I feel like that would just make that adds like an extra element of evil.
Yeah,
to it.
I mean, my mind goes to marriage. I mean, you know, when you marry this woman.
Oh
when
my
you're
God!
married to
Why
somebody,
did they put
you
the most
promise
Christian guy here,
literally
bro?
everything you have to be with her, literally thick and thin, to be with her through everything, through highs and lows. And I mean, if you do something like cheating, it's basically like, screw this love. This wasn't real. These promises that I made between us and God mean nothing. I think for a lot of Christians, that's like a big thing, is cheating. I mean,
100%. And it's one of the 10 Commandments too. It's like,
Oh
do
my
not
God.
commit adultery. So that is definitely the worst thing, because getting married is a promise between you and that person and God.
I mean, technically, there's worse things, like they could kill you, which
Yeah.
would probably be the worst thing, because then like you're not even in the picture.
You belong over here.
So I'm kind of like, you know, but I would say that would like destroy me, and I would never even think about something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I was actually cheated on a few, like 4 or 5 months ago. I struggled with self-esteem.
Wonder why.
So much growing up, and that was the worst thing that could have happened. That destroyed any chance I had at self-love at that time, and it was just devastating for me. Like, it really was just devastating, because it didn't just destroy that relationship, it destroyed my entire image of myself that I had built up based on other people's validation, and I had to rip it down to the studs and just fully start over. Yeah, so that's why I'm over here. Strongly agree. For me personally.
All
it
right,
was
bro,
the
you're
worst thing that
yapping.
could
I'm
have
sorry.
From me, or she was just a homie. I'd be more mad about the money. You feel me, right?
I don't have that money to be stolen.
You know what I mean?
So you're saying you care more about money than a relationship?
But because at the end of the day, me and my ex, we ain't together no more, so I don't give a f- if she was a homie. If she was, right? But if she stole my money, yeah, that affects my life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, right? So my whole thing is, when we talking about the prom, is cheating the worst thing that the partner could do?
Yeah.
I've been cheated on before. The first time I was cheated on, bro, I was petty. I was in high school, bro. I drove all the way to the crib and told her mom what she was doing with me. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, I was vengeful. But now I just be like, you know, so many people do
Yeah.
it. There's worse things that they have. Like, if you kill my mom, I'd be more mad. Rather you f***ing a homie.
The sanctity of marriage is supposed to be till death do us part. That doesn't mean if your carnal flesh gave in and you had, you know, an indiscretion that you're able to hit the door running. No, that means there's work to be done. We have problems. For me, I think it actually can be the best thing, because it's a sign
All right, yeah, I
that
don't-
there's a
what the
huge problem
fuck?
in the relationship that needs fixed. Most sex is not emotional, so it's just a bodily act that animals do, and you're going to blow up a marriage or a relationship with children over sex.
She gotta
To
do
me, I think that
OnlyFans.
is ridiculous.
But
and
sex-
shows-
You could say that about the person doing the cheating too.
I've been cheated on, so I have been cheated on.
Well, so you think that's something you could like, oh, you have gotten over it?
I have gotten over it. If my husband cheats on me, of course I'd be devastated. I'm human, I bleed just like all y'all too, but I'd be like, damn, like, what's the problem here? What's the issue?
See, but that's-
And can we
Why don't you
solve
just-
What in the
why don't you just talk? Like,
Well,
if you guys are
yeah.
married and you have that emotional
I feel like there's like
We know
there's
that
things
that
before
doesn't
that.
happen though. We know that people don't.
Christians versus atheists. This is it right here in a nutshell, bro.
We should, but that doesn't mean I'm going to unconditionally love you just because you went and had an indiscretion. I wouldn't do that to my son. My son F's up all the time and does crazy shit. I'm like, Where on God's green earth did you learn that? That doesn't mean I stopped loving him.
For men, I feel like we take cheating a lot more personally as opposed to women. It
I
comes
think
to the ego.
People's boundaries are all different. So if you have perhaps been with no or less partners and then you get married, to learn that that person cheated would be proportionally much more devastating to someone who's had maybe a lot of relationship experience and therefore that's more of an active part in their life. So I think
she
that
calling her a
everyone's
whore.
boundaries are different. So for some people, I have seen them get over it. I know for me personally, I would say that I'm a woman that would take that devastatingly seriously and would not look lightly at it. So it depends on the person's boundaries.
If you had children and if you had a family involved, you would break up your family over a man's one-time indiscretion.
Yes.
That would adversely affect your child and possibly send her to the stripper pole.
I don't.
Oh my God! Here we
I
go.
don't feel comfortable answering that question.
Oh
because I
my
feel like
God.
it's making a lot of.
That
But this
feels
is
like
what
an
happens.
escalation a
This is
little
what
bit.
I
happens.
feel like that
We don't
that
want to
just
answer
shows
those questions, but
that shows
I
an
would say
example onto the kids, like, oh, this is not that bad of a thing.
Oh shit, it's getting
And
spicy.
I think that like somebody cheating on you is more than just like a physical thing. Like that's a break of trust, and I feel like
Bro,
if you can't-
why is
if you
everybody
can't
talking
have
at
that trust
2 times
in someone, then
speed?
I also don't want them to be like raising my kids with me.
so we're all saying that love is conditional is the end of the
Yeah,
show.
oh, 100% agree with that.
Monogamy is overrated.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
Monogamy means being with one person, right?
Sorry.
Of course. Come on, man, get over here, get your foot over here. You know you belong here.
Okay,
At least
what do we
in
got
all
going
these
on?
Fairy tales, it's like you're supposed to be with that one and only. So it's very frightening to break something traditional. But after like a few months with it, I just knew I'm like, this is the right choice. I've been in the most happiest of relationships. I just celebrated my 3 years with my primary partner.
Primary? What did I just hear?
Celebrated my 3 years with my primary partner.
Primary.
As well as my 2-year anniversary with my secondary partner.
Secondary? This guy has a fucking girlfriend weapon class. What you mean? Fucking primary and secondary. Bro, we gotta give him a round of applause. I thought wrong of you, buddy. I thought wrong of you. I thought you were not on our side. But it happens to be you're more than on our side.
But it's like,
my God.
I do think that monogamy is kind of overrated. I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But I do think that non-monogamy and poly relationships should be something that it's looked at as an option.
I think nowadays
Hey.
more open relationships than I do strictly closed relationships
Yeah.
with the people that I know. I would say I disagree that monogamy is overrated, but I do agree that for some people like yourself, poly relationships work better. So I don't look down upon them. I think whatever works for you works for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I can still
Thank you.
say that for someone like myself or people that are similarly just very focused and have strict kind of I just can't ever. Oh my God, I could never imagine more than one person.
It's a lot. It
depends
takes
on
a
the
lot.
person,
Yeah.
so therefore I don't think monogamy is overrated. I think it depends on the person, and I think for me it's definitely not over. It's the only option. For you, poly is the right way, so it just depends. I'm completely non-judgmental. I think it just depends.
I just want to say I don't mind monogamy.
Dude, this
right?
guy is
I just
pissing me
don't
off.
like a controlling relationship where it's completely no, you can't nobody else. But at the same time, you want to me once or twice a month. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So me and my ex was together for 5 years. I actually broke up with her in April. But for 2.5 years out that relationship, we was barely. We're maybe once a month.
Yeah.
Then I moved her in the crib. And then when I moved her in the house, for the whole first year of her living in the house, she just didn't want to have sex.
That's
and shit.
right.
Now, we had an agreement that we had agreed on where we could do various things that we just didn't want to know about and stuff like that, right? And because you wasn't me and stuff like that, I was handling the agreement. I was following.
What's
the
wrong with
agreement.
this guy?
But
Is he
because
a
of those
traffic
certain
sign,
things
bro?
that
What
wasn't
are we
necessarily
talking
100%
about?
out there, that created complications in the relationship to the point.
Okay, we need to get to another question. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
I think it's
lot.
definitely
Look how
in
long
other
this
place,
one
different
question
people.
is.
Obviously, we have two people who are,
Holy,
very
this
religious here,
14.
and it works well for them. And I just
Dude,
think,
this is like a 7-minute.
I don't think that cheating means that polyamory would actually be the.
Are we still talking about it, though?
Monogamy, I think works for a lot of people, so it's all what works for you.
Okay.
I would date someone in this room.
That's spicy.
3,
Here we go.
2,
Here we go.
What? I don't know these people.
Surprised he was over here. I'm like, what are you doing?
I know, I was like, he already said what you're doing anyway.
The energy is cool.
You just have
Wait,
to
you
put
have
pulse and
you have
he'll
a
go out.
primary and a secondary partner.
That's not how that is.
Perfect example, right? Like Janelle, she got good energy, right? Now imagine Janelle might be the coolest person. Next thing you know, you start getting to know her, she might be crazy. You'd be like, then you come over here all of a sudden.
Generally, the few people I've been attracted to, they look like Tim Burton dolls or just like weird goth
Tim Burton?
people.
Okay,
Yeah,
we don't need
just,
to
like,
know.
weird
We don't
goth
need to know
people,
this
so,
kinky shit, bro.
I'm trying to get all flirty.
You don't need to know. This video is long enough. You feel what I'm saying? But oh, I didn't have this light on. Hey, I forgot to put this light on. Damn. Well, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and that's about it. You feel me? Good light.